Good morning, YouTube. It's your boy Humble back at you guys with another video this morning. So last night the Philadelphia Eagles did lose to the Los Angeles Chargers by the score of 22-19. Jalen Hurts last night was 21 of 40, 240 yards with 4 interceptions and no touchdowns. Jalen had a really bad game last night, and of course the Eagles defense, they forced 3 or 4 turnovers. They had a few fumbles last night, so it was a pretty sloppy offensive game. But I was looking at Nightcap last night because I stayed up past midnight to watch it. I find it fascinating how people will omit certain players with their play and others that hold them accountable. Meaning that, so Ocho was making excuses for Hurts, and he also highlighted the one throw that he made on 3rd and 15 to say that was beautiful. You know, that's an anticipatory throw. But I've seen a young man by the name of Tua Tagovailoa do that his entire career in Miami. 3rd and 22, 3rd and this, 3rd and that, 2nd and this, 2nd and that. So it's like he makes one throw on a Monday Night Football game and you highlighting the big throw that he made. But y'all don't go no more in depth about the game. You start talking about random ass shit. But let that have been Tua. Oh, he finna get the whole business for at least 30-40 minutes of that show. It's like the bias takes don't make no sense. Really don't. But they also had a segment where Shannon said he don't understand why Tua gets so much criticism. And it's like, you guys are leading the charge, hell. Besides the fan base, you guys are the ones that's damn coming for his neck every other time. Like, so what do you mean? But Hurts played a shitty game last night. He has no pocket presence, none. It don't exist. That's something that should be taught. But in year 6, are you actually going to get any better? And then people consider you a mobile quarterback? And last night I saw that he can't outrun a damn defensive tackle. He can't. And he's not even injured. He was running like he was in quicksand last night. And he has limited arm strength just like that of Tua. He can't throw the ball that damn far. He has to wind up to get the ball off. And as they showed last night, when the ball, look at this shit over here, man. All this damn ice on the damn road. And they want us to come in the damn, see, anyway. But, he has limited arm strength. Limited. But they want to continue to highlight what the Eagles defense did, how they looked. It's like, bro, call a spade a spade. Both of the teams are terrible. Justin Herbert got one hand. He was out there playing on one hand, looking like Clubber Lane. And he threw a touchdown with a pick, and he got sacked. He got a sack fumble like 3 times last night, cause he can't cover the ball with the other hand. It's dead ass fucking nice out here, bro. And they want us to goddamn come to work today, knowing goddamn well that we can't even damn see the road. That just blows my damn mind. But anyway, yeah, both of the players were terrible. There's no other way around it. They both were terrible. But I don't understand how you omit one person to say, oh, well, you know, he had a bad game, but he did throw that 3rd and 15 play. He's supposed to do that. In that situation, in that moment of the game where you need that first down, you got to make that throw. You got to trust that Devontae going to be there to make that catch. And he threw it between the DB and the damn safety, the linebacker and the safety on a rope. And Devontae did catch it. Even I got it. I said, that's the throw. That's the throw I want to see you make, Jalen. But he don't do it at all. He refuses to throw passes like that. He's only capable of doing wide open touchdowns or running it at the 1-yard line. That's what he is now. But people want to crown him top 5 because he won the Super Bowl last year. Whoop-de-doo. If I build me a team with Megatron, Optimus Prime, Starscream, Bumblebee, all those other guys around me, then I expect to be looking good when everybody else around me is looking better. We can blame it on play call and everything else, but when everybody around me looking better, like last night, Saquon got over 100 some yards last night and a touchdown. Made life a lot easier for the Eagles. Because Jalen wasn't, but Jalen still dropped back 40 times to throw the ball. Well, he attempted 40 passes last night, which is uncharacteristic of him. Because the running game was obsolete until he broke loose for that 50-some yard touchdown. Whenever Jalen has to drop back and throw the ball, a lot of teams will beat the Eagles because he's not going to throw you to a victory. But, you know, when I listen to people talk about Tua, it's like what he can't do. But I've seen him drop back and throw you to a victory. Granted, this year, he's having a really shitty year this year. I could tell you that. He's having a very shitty year. But I also tell you that most of his offensive help that they say, he only got Achane. Now he has Jalen Wright. Jalen Waddle is a nicked up, banged up receiver that on a good day, he may give you 50 yards. On a good day. Most times he'll drop passes. He'll run half-ass hearted routes. And it's like, bro, we need you to become the player that we thought you could be. So that way, we're looking at you in a different light. Instead, most cases, you're waiting on him to take off because he said he was the #1 receiver. I'm still waiting on that. It looks to me like Achane is the only focal point of our offense, and they're actually allowing Tua to, you know, dink and dunk down the field, which is the most prevalent thing we can do right now because nobody else really gonna get behind the defense like that. So he has no choice but to do that, and that's becoming a problem because he's not getting 200 yards a game. But we paying him $200 million, as other fans that's irritated would say. Pay him $200 million, he's supposed to put up this. Pay him $50 million, he's supposed to do this. Do that with what? With what? I mean, nobody ever said Tua make guys better. Nobody ever said that. But he makes a lot of guys' job easier. But when they don't separate, he's forced to throw tight ass throws over and over and over again, in hopes that you actually make a catch from his throwable passes and hope that it's not picked. So it's like, who wants to play that way? And then the first half of the season, we basically tankathon. Then we finally get it together after the loss to the Ravens. Then from there, we went on a tear from the Bills onward, and we're in position to hopefully play for a playoff spot. We just hoping that a lot of teams will start to fall apart, which it seems like they are. But if we don't make the playoffs, I mean, hey, I won't be as mad, but I want better results heading into next season. Like, I want them to start off better, because you can't start off the way we start off and continue to play the same game. Don't work that way. So, once again, I find my jacket. Once again, it's in that rucksack. Once again, to me, Jalen might have to leave Philly, because I mean, they're not gonna get very far with him as a quarterback. They have to start accepting that. Because if you expect Jalen Hurts to throw you to a win, then I mean you're sadly mistaken. I don't know how much of an expectation you have, but he's not that type of guy that's gonna do that. He did in the Super Bowl, and that's all people want to highlight, but it's like, bro, the entire Super Bowl was predicated on stopping Saquon Barkley. That's what they came to the game saying. Nobody in that game came in that game saying, let's stop Jalen Hurts. That was not a conversation. So, with that being said, I mean, we can see how much that the Eagles are basically mortal. From what we saw last year, we see that they are now a average team. Granted, they up front, they got injuries, yes, but all teams have that. All teams got banged up players that are not playing no more, or that are out for the season. But the Eagles aren't the only ones, but they still have the most prominent offense in the league, and they can't get past 20. We don't even have a top 15 offense. We don't. But our running game is helping us out a lot because hell, takes the pressure off Tua throwing the ball 30 times. He threw the ball last Sunday he threw it 21 times last Sunday. I can live with that. What I can't live with from Tua is the stupid decisions. He has to do better with his decision making because he threw a couple of those balls, the near pick six toward our end zone, and the pass that was in front of Jalen Wright that they called a fumble that he threw it in front of him. Had he thrown it behind him, that was a clear fumble which got recovered for a touchdown. Those type of decisions, nah. I would much rather have you throw that shit out of bounds. Just hurl it out of bounds. Because that play calling right there made no sense. You're at your own 5-yard line and you throw a damn receiver screen a screen for the damn DB. I mean for the running back. Jalen Wright wasn't even looking for the ball. He was half-ass running, going the other way. And when you threw it, he never looked your way. So you threw it in front of him, and they were looking at the line in which you threw it, which if you look at the line, he threw it right down the line, but he threw it in front of Jalen Wright. That's what saved him. And when Jalen Wright realized the ball was still in play, he tried to run back to go get it, but the DB was already in the end zone and had scooped it up. So Tua's lucky that wasn't a touchdown. But his decision-making got to get better. It's like all this year he's been making stupid decisions, and it's been costing us turnovers. That's what that type of shit, I don't appreciate that. But that don't mean I don't believe that he can still play. He can still lead us. Of course he can. He's bound for a good game. He's bound for one. I think this Monday night, the Monday night that's coming, I think he will have a good game against Pittsburgh. I just think they got to keep a balanced attack. They have to keep it to where he's under 25 throws. Like give him the most important 22, 23 throws that he can make, like what he did against the Jets, and I'll live with that. The rest of the way, we just run the damn ball. I mean, hell, if you're getting 6, 7 yards a pop, we don't even need him to throw the ball. Like that's what I don't understand with people. If you're getting 7 yards to carry as your running game is, tearing through a defense, why do you feel the need that the quarterback has to now take over and do this and do that? Your running backs are carrying the load. Allow them to continue to do that. Because guess what? Eventually you can run play action. You can run reverse handoffs and shit like that to free the defense on one side while you go the other way. All those things will open up for you. You can run deep crossers. You can run slant routes because the defense got to pop. They got to get up on the line. They got to. They can't come up on the line, fake like they gonna come, and then drop back because by then you're too late. Most cases, you throw a quick slant behind that type of defensive coverage, that linebacker has no shot. He's gonna put his hand up, but if you throw it above his hand and right down the chimney, bam, and that receiver is one-on-one with that safety, and that safety ain't getting there. That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. So it's like, bro, stick to what's getting us there. Oh shit, that was scary. Ooh, my poor windshield wipers. But if we play complimentary football, we should beat them. We should. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go, man, until the next one. Peace.